What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and today I'm actually going to be talking about a report that came out by Ian Begley. The report's actually about how the New York Knicks are going to pursue Kyle Lowry, or they're interested in him. He's definitely one of the main targets, but we don't know the specifics, like Scott Perry, Leon Rose, World Wide West, just everyone like working in the front office, like behind the scenes. What is their list? Is Lonzo Ball like the top option? And if they strike out on Lonzo Ball, are they going to go after a Kyle Lowry? I actually really like this move, but I kind of don't at the same time. There's really the pros and cons when it comes to going out there and getting a Kyle Lowry. Of course, the first thing you really have to take a look at is his age. He's 35 years old. He's definitely at the tail end of his career. Of course, he has proven to be a winner, though. He definitely does bring a winning pedigree, winning with the Toronto Raptors, winning an NBA title with Serge Ibaka, with Siakam, with Kawhi Leonard of the world, of course. Chris Boucher on that squad, OG Anunoby, Marc Gasol under a really good coach of Nick Nurse. So yes, you definitely have to take a look at, he's 35 years old, he's experienced, and that could also be a bad thing at the same time. The reason why it is a bad thing is because what's been the problem with the New York Knicks? The point guard position, and specifically not having longevity when it comes to the point guard position. It seems like we have a different point guard every single year. If you go out there and get a Kyle Lowry who's 35 years old, yes, he may be good for like 2 years, but you need a backup plan. After Lowry retires, after he moves on to another organization, what is your backup plan? Are you going to trade up and try to get a point guard in the draft when your draft capital is like the picks are in the 20s? Are you going to be able to trade it back up into the lottery? Are you going to be able to trade into the lottery? You know, they need a backup plan when it comes to longevity at the point guard position. And if you go out there, spend money on a Kyle Lowry, it really depends on the contract as well. Are you going to pay someone who's 35 years old just a huge big time contract, which I honestly think would be a mistake, someone who's 35 years old, because you never know, like a year later from now, this man could really be out of his prime, but he's not completely washed. He still brings some really good things to the table. But when you bring in a Kyle Lowry, you're literally in this win now mode. You're going for an NBA championship. I actually wanted to correct myself there. Of course, you guys are probably wondering, like, what do you mean just like going all in? Like, we're kind of already going all in. When you get Tom Thibodeau, you're in a win now mode like situation, but we're in the mode right now that we have young players and we could still be patient. Like, yes, we're competing, we're learning how to win games, we're getting better every single day. That's the main focus when it comes to this team. Of course, the championship is for any team at the end of the day, but when you have RJ who's 20, Julius Randle 26, right? They're gelling, learning to win games. But if you bring in a Kyle Lowry, a guy with a lot of experience, a guy who's older, it's literally like the switch is absolutely flipped. It's like, win now, we don't care about the development. Like, we hope RJ is ready this upcoming season because we're going all in. So there will be like less patience if you bring in a guy of Kyle Lowry, especially if you don't have a backup plan when it comes to longevity at the point guard position, if that makes any sense to you guys. You really are. So then you're really putting a bunch of pressure on RJ's shoulders. He's 20 years old right now. So at 21 years of age, you expect him to be an all-star. You expect him to make this huge leap. That is a lot of pressure on RJ Barrett's shoulders at a really young age. Are you locked in when it comes to the center position? But yeah, we're going to be talking about what Kyle Lowry still brings to the table. Of course, he was injured when it came to a spurt like during the season. But take a look at Kyle Lowry when it comes to his overall career. He has been a very consistent and efficient three-point shooter. What do we lack at the point guard position? Not consistently being able to put pressure on the defense. He could shoot it from the outside. He could work downhill. He could distribute the basketball. We're talking about someone who's a really good defensive player. This is someone Tom Thibodeau would absolutely love. But is it rushing the process? Do you see us winning an NBA championship with Julius Randle, with RJ, with Lowry? I think we would improve as a team because we finally had the answer at the point guard position. Someone who could play offense and defense, distribute the basketball, has experienced winning, coming off of winning an NBA title a couple years ago. But you really do have to factor in his age. Just the balance of like the ages, of course. Randle's 26, Lowry's 35. That's a huge age gap. You have RJ Barrett who's 20, and then you have Lowry who's 35. So in my opinion, I think it would be a good move depending on the contract. If we bring him in like on the right deal, but still, I really wouldn't like to move it away because yes, we bring in Lowry, but there's no longevity. If you do bring him in like on a certain contract, you know, like trying to compete for a title, you do need a backup plan when it comes to the point guard position because when Lowry's gone, then what are you going to do at the point guard position? You're just absolutely lost as an organization when it comes to the point guard position, one of the most important positions in the NBA. But yes, I really do think he would fit Tom Thibodeau's system really well. No nonsense, true competitor, someone who shoots it from the outside, could put pressure on the defense, but he also gets up in your jersey and he plays really physical, and he's also a veteran. Of course, this would be a no-brainer if this dude was 29, 30 years old, but he's 35 years of age. Is he on the decline, you know? Is there going to be injury concerns? Let me know down below your thoughts, and peace out, y'all.